Actually, what was our biggest strength when I took over the company became our biggest weakness. Culture had to change. And so using our own tool, we hired to balance the team and have more inclusivity, more diversity of thought, and now we're really succeeding and scaling.
This step 2 is about becoming intentional with your culture. So most organizations have what we call a culture by default. You know, they hire for skills, they hire for competencies, they hire for resume, background, experience, and they assemble a group of people, and then they execute, and then the culture emerges. What we're suggesting is challenging that notion to become intentional, so that now that you've set the baseline, you can look at how you're looking toward the future and identifying, you know, what's going to actually optimize and deliver the results that you're looking to achieve. I'm going to put Juan on the spot for a second just to make a comment on this. This is actual Humantelligence data, and let me tee it up for you, Juan. So 4 years ago, Juan became the CEO, and I got to say, he probably spent about a year just trying to figure out what this thing was and get his legs under him and understand, you know, exactly where we are in the market and set up the board and everything like that. Then he began a culture transformation initiative, and this is a snapshot of the before and after on what we call our work energizers lens. Of the team, of the entire team of Humantelligence. And I want to ask Juan to comment about where you focused and what you were able to achieve in that transformation.
So on the before, if you notice, the creative, the most of the people on my team, and my team was my company, right? We had like 16 people. The culture was, if you can read that, on the top of that right side, so on the left picture of a team culture before, on the right side of that picture, it says creative energy environment. Left side says systematic. And so if you notice, what I inherited was a really creative team, okay, that was very, into working with new solutions, innovative, freedom. So they had very unique perspectives, and very few people who believed in putting in proven methods, naturally, structure, predictability. Now, imagine once we got to a point where we had a great product, a great positioning, the worst thing you could do to scale is having so much creativity that you have 100 different invoices, 100 different training sessions, 100 different ways of implementing. So it was actually what was our biggest strength when I took over the company became our biggest weakness. Culture had to change. And so using our own tool, we then were able to train the existing employees that we kept and then hire to complement. So if you look at the after on the right side, you'll notice that under systematic environment, there's an increment of about 12 different faces, because we hired to balance the team and have more inclusivity, more diversity of thought, and now we're really succeeding and scaling. So that's what I did, and I used our tool to change that culture. Thank you, Kerry.